Hello students, let us start with the exercise 4.2 of determinant NCERT Mathematics plus 2. Before proceeding with the exercise, let us do some properties. Basically these properties are important as far as the solution of determinant is concerned. The value of the determinant remain unchanged if its rows and columns are interchanged. Okay, let us try with one example. This matrix is there 2 1 4 1 2 1 3 7 2. You can take any example, you can take any matrix according to your choice. Calculate the determinant of this matrix, and this determinant comes out to be -1. Now what next? Two, 1, 3. Okay, rows are converted into column and column is converted into row. First row is converted into first column. Similarly, second row is converted into second column and third row is converted into third column. Again, calculate the determinant. The answer is same. It means both the values are same. The answer will remain as it is if you convert rows into columns or columns into rows. Basically, it's a transpose of the matrix. Now the second property, if any two rows or columns of a determinant interchanged, then the value of a determinant changes to the negative of the previous answer. Okay. This one is the statement 2 1 3 1 2 7 4 1 2 from the previous problem as solved in property number 1. A modulus is -1. Now change first and second row. Interchange first and second row 2 1 3 1 2 7. Now 1 2 7 become first row and 2 1 3 is the second row. Now again calculate the determinant. The answer is 1. It means change in sign is there, and change in sign is there in answer if we interchange row or column. Similarly, you can try for column also. I am trying with the row. Okay, next one is if any two rows or columns of a determinant are equal. In this case, first and third row are same. Then the determinant vanishes. Determinant gives the answer as 0. You can take any example. You can select any two rows equal or identical or any two columns. This property number 4, if you multiply any scalar with any row or column, or you can write outside that scalar with that matrix, the answer will remain as it is. Calculate the determinant using k inside, it's 10k. Now calculate using k outside, it's k into 10, again 10k. Property number 5, if you would like to split the elements, suppose I write 1 plus 2, 2 plus 3, 4 plus 1, and I split the values as 1 1 3, 2 2 1, 4 2 1, 2 1 3, 3 2 1 and 1 2 1, like this. It means both the answers will remain as it is. Now exercise 4.2, let us discuss some of the questions of exercise 4.2 in this video. X, Y, Z, A, B, C, X plus A, Y plus B and Z plus C. Split according to one of the properties. X, Y, Z, A, B, C, X, Y, Z in the first value, and X, Y, Z, A, B, C, A, B, C in the second value, separated by a positive sign. Now first determinant is 0 and second determinant is also 0, because in first determinant column number 1 and 3 are identical, and in second determinant column number 2 and column number 3 are identical. That's why answer is 0. Second determinant, if you operate C1 is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3, this is C1. If you write C1 is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3, the answer of the first column will become 0 because all the values cancel with each other. If any one row or any one column of the determinant is 0, then the answer is 0. Question number 3, this is the important question for examination. 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, little bit tricky one. 65, 75 and 86. Operate C3 minus C1. It's 65 minus 2, 63. 75 minus 3, 72. 86 minus 5, it's 81. Now take 9 common from the third column. It's 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. Now the answer will become 0 because second and third column are identical. This question is also simple. Open this bracket. Then add these two values, column number 2 and column number 3. Then take these values common because these values are same, AB plus BC plus CA. It means first and third column will become identical and answer is 0. Question number 5 is B plus C, C plus A plus B, Q plus R plus P, P plus Q, Y plus Z, Z plus X, X plus Y is equal to twice ABC, PQR and XYZ. Operate R1 is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. It's twice of A, twice of B and twice of C. Similarly with second and third column. The answer is twice of A plus B plus C, twice of P plus Q plus R and twice of X plus Y plus Z. When you add R1 plus R2 plus R3. Now take 2 common. Basically the operations depends upon the taking of values common from any one row or any one column. Now what about these values? Now operate R2 is equal to R2 minus R1, R2 minus R1 and R3 is equal to R3 minus R1. The answer will become minus B because A plus B cancel with A plus C cancel here and here A plus B cancel. And similarly for second and third column. Now take negative sign common. Basically negative sign from this one and negative sign from this one. It's minus 1 square. It's 2 into 1. Now open the bracket. A plus BC, PQR and XYZ. Then BBC, QQR and YYZ. Then CBC, RQR and ZYZ. Now second and third values are 0 because two rows are identical, first and second here and first and third here. It means answer is 0. Now you get the answer twice into required answer. It's right hand side. This question is the also important one. 0, A minus B. Some of the books written that if the diagonal elements are 0, then you can directly write the value as 0. But let us try to solve the problem. Operate R1 is equal to C into R1. R1. This one is R1. Let it be C into R1. Then B into R2 and A into R3. I multiply by that number which is not there in that particular row. It means value is 0, AC and minus BC, then minus AB 0 and minus BC, AB, AC and 0. Now taking common AB from first row column and AC from second and BC from third. The answer is 0, minus 1, 1. Simple answer is there. 1, 0, 1, then minus 1, 0. Now operate R2 is equal to R2 plus R3. When you operate this, first and second row become identical. It means answer is 0. That's one way of doing the question. Maybe some other ways are there. Question number 7 is also the important and tricky one. This question is there. Take A common from C1 and B from C2 and C from C3. Then A from R1, B and C from R2 and R3. It's a minus 1, 1, 1, 1, minus 1, 1 and then 1, 1, minus 1. Operate C1 is equal to C1 plus C2. These two. Minus 1 plus 1, 0. 1 minus 1, 0 and 1 plus 1, 2. Then 1 plus 1, 2. This value is 0 and again last value is 0 and last column remain as it is. Now operate from first column from 2. These numbers can be multiplied. It's 2 minus 0. It means answer is 4. It means 4 into a square minus a square into b square into c square. This question is also the important one. As far as answer is concerned, because in answer it's required a minus b, b minus c and c minus a. You can operate from r1 minus r2 or r2 minus r1. From any side you can operate. Let us operate r2 minus r1. It's b minus a, b square minus a square. This value is 0 and last value is also 0. C minus b and c square minus b square. Clearly you can take b minus a common from r2 and c minus b common from r3. You can factorize here b square minus a square. It's factorized as b minus a into b plus a. It means you can write b plus a here, and when you take c minus b common from third row, it means this value is 1 and this value is c plus b. Then cross multiply these values. It's c plus b minus a. The answer is c minus a. Take a negative sign common here and here also. Negative and negative cancel with each other. It means answer is a minus b, b minus c and c minus a. Same operations are there in this case. And take common. Now multiply here. Now from here b square plus c square plus bc. From this one cross multiplication. Minus a square minus b square minus ab. B square cancel with each other. You can select c square minus a square in one bracket and bc minus ab in second bracket. Then you can take c minus a common. Inside you can write c plus a from this place and b from this place. That means you will get the answer. Question number 9 is again the same one, but some difference is there. Here the value is different. Suppose I multiply first row with x and second with y and third with z. Then I can write 1 over xyz outside and x square x cube xyz, then y square y cube xyz and z square z cube xyz. Then take xyz common. It cancel with the outside bracket. This value is there. Now subtract the values. Now you can find the solution easily because in the third column you can design two value as 0 when you subtract one row from the other. What about these values? X square minus y square you can write, and y square minus z square, x cube minus y cube and y cube minus z cube. And what about this value? 1 minus 1 0 and 1 minus 1 again 0. Now take common x minus y from first row and y minus z from second row. Now what about this value? Hope you understand the content. If you not understand the content, then I repeat again. The value is a cube minus b cube. Factorization is a minus b into a square plus b square plus ab. If I take a minus b common here or x minus y common here, inside x square plus y square plus xy is there. Now this value is there if I operate, because two values become 0. Now again operate r2 minus r1. You will get z minus x, then z square minus x square, and here y is common, z minus x. Basically z minus x become common from second row. Now value is 1 z plus x plus y. Now cross multiply the value. Some of the values cancel with each other. Inside answer is simply xy, yz and zx. You can easily multiply the values. Simple multiplication of polynomial is there. Hope you understand the questions. I completed question number 9 in this video up to question number 9. From 10th onwards, I will discuss in next video.